I just wanted to show you a quick tutorial on how I made my son's tooth fairy pillow. What I'm starting with are 2 pieces of white felt, 1 piece of blue felt, a pair of scissors, a marker. I printed this out. It's a little wet. I got wet. I printed this out on the computer. It's a tooth, and I cut it out on just white paper, and then my sewing kit. So basically, what you do is you trace the tooth on this, and then you cut it out. The tooths that I traced on the white felt, I just did it with a Sharpie marker, and I'm going to cut them out. The other thing I didn't show was that you need some stuffing for the pillow. My teeth cut out, each side, front and back, and now I'm going to cut out some cheeks, some rosy cheeks, and the eyes, which I didn't have black felt. So I just did some Sharpie to make it black, and I'll cut them out in perfect circles. And then to do my cheeks, I just take a small piece of felt and I fold it over in half so that when I cut the circle, I'll get 2 identical circles. For the eyes and the cheeks, and I'm going to sew a little stitch line for the mouth, and then I put a heart on the back. This is going to be the back tooth pocket with a J on it, and I'm going to start sewing, and I'll show you guys step by step. I have my eyes attached. I just sewed them on, just kind of like messy. It doesn't really matter because they're black. And then I wanted to show you how I did my mouth, how I'm doing my mouth. So I just basically freehand a stitch across for the mouth, kind of in a smiley. And I'm just going to go back now and hit the spaces in between each stitch that I already did to make it a solid black line. Stitched back to fill in all the spaces. So now you can see that it's more of a solid black line for the mouth. Now I just have to sew on his cheeks. And then I also have to sew on my heart. I already sewed the J on. So now I just need to sew on my heart and the cheeks. And then we are ready to put the pillow together. Okay, so I have everything stitched and ready to be put together. I did the cheeks, and I did the mouth, and then I did the back of the pillow, and then I left, I did the stitching from here to there, and I left the top open for the teeth, the tooth. So now what I'm going to do is basically have the front here and the back here kiss. And I'm going to pin it so that I can sew it all together. I just rough pinned it kind of in the middle so that it wouldn't move while I sew around the outer edge. And then I'm going to start in here and work my way around the tooth, and then I'm going to stop right about here, and then I will turn it inside out. So I stitched all around the edges here so it's all together except for right in here in this. So I am going to try and turn this inside out, and then I will show you how to do it inside out. And I still have my hole here, so I'm just going to take a little bit of my stuffing that I have, and I'm going to just slowly stuff it in. And I have a marker here that I can kind of just use to distribute it where I want it in the tooth, and then I will show you guys. Here is the finished, almost finished product. I stuffed him. I made sure that it was pretty even within there, and I just need to stitch this little part up right here, and then I will be done. So what I'm going to do is kind of fold it over just real small and pin it, just with like a small pin or 2, and then I'll sew it together. Now it is complete. I stuffed it and I put the last stitch on. There, as you can see, it's a little bit rough there, but I think it's okay. So here's the front, and here's the back, and there's a J for my son's name. His name is Jack, and I think I'm gonna make my daughter one of these. Maybe I'll make one soon, so she'll have it for when she's older. I'll make hers pink instead of blue. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope that you find yourself making this cool